everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm here in the beautiful Maldives with crystal clear water and powdery white sand, enjoying every day at the beach. Not every day is a beautiful day on the beach like this, but it is a true blessing to be here. And I just wanted to share with you on this perfect beach some tips for a beach yoga handstand. Now, you guys know I love my handstands, and doing handstands on the beach is a totally different thing than doing handstands on a flat surface like on your yoga mat. So I wanted to share with you some easy tips to make sure that you can protect your wrists and your fingertips and your whole body and enjoy some fun handstands on the beach. Now, if you want to try some beach yoga handstands, a couple of things I can recommend. Number one, put on sunblock because you're going to be in the direct sun for a long time. You may need to try multiple times in order to get up there. Number two, I always like to wear a hat whenever I'm setting up just because that helps me be able to see where I am, and then right before I go up or right before I try to take the hat off or take the sunglasses off, just so you can really be in the shadow, be under your sunglasses for as long as you can. It just helps your eyes and your body get really kind of acquainted. The other thing I also really recommend, and this is true whether you're doing a beach handstand or you're doing a regular handstand, is to warm up. So that's where we're going to get started on today's video. Now, if you're not able to watch this video on a beautiful beach, just take it in as info. This is also a good warm-up even if you're just doing some handstands not on the beach, but it's even more important if you want to make the transition into doing handstands on a flat surface into doing them on the beach. Of course, it's easier to kind of assume you're going to be okay if you kick out or fall out of a handstand and land on some soft sand, but not all sand is soft. So don't assume that you're going to be able just to fall perfectly just because you're at the beach. Sometimes sand is hard and you may, want to treat that just like a regular fall, okay? What was that sound? There was a sound came out of nowhere. It's a beautiful restaurant right over there. That might have been it. Now let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to warm up on the hands and knees. So the warm up on the hands and knees is with your hands about shoulder width apart. The other thing that I really recommend is just to accept that you're going to get really sandy. Don't try to get the sand off. Becoming one with the sand, and just let it go everywhere. Release your control and just let it be. Now, hands shoulder width apart. The next thing that you want to do is kind of dig your hands into the ground like that, okay? Can you see how this is making more fluffy sand than this? So that means that my left hand is on softer sand and the right is going to be on harder. So on the harder sand, I kind of make a little bit of an indentation where my fingers are going to be. So this kind of creates the feeling like I'm going to have almost like a pedestal for the hand. So I'm gripping. It's not totally flat, and that's okay because the sand goes in and makes the grooves up onto your fingers. So I make that little, dig my fingers in, that soft powdery sand, and then you're going to grip your fingertips and just pack it under your palms and get that really good. When you feel that the sand is nice and flat, nice and solid, not necessarily flat, under your hands, then you want to do a few warm-ups. Alright, so just a few hands and knees planks so you can really kind of feel it out, and then protract and retract the shoulders. So dip down, take it up, do that a few times. Test out your wrists, make sure there's an even distribution of weight between the heels of the hands, the knuckles, and the fingertips. And then curl the toes under, move the shoulders over the hands, and hold it. Let's hold the plank for 5. 1, 2, big push up from the shoulders. 3, touch the tailbone. 4, squeeze your thighs a little. And 5, let's move it forward and back. 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 Okay, let's do the side plank. So right side plank, and that's going to make sure that you get the full thrust through the right side. And we don't need to do the full one, just kind of really press it out, and then get that hand grip back and press it out again. Left side. Hold it, hold it, hold it, back to the center. And then now, holding plank, let's retract and protract. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Let's do 2 more, 1 more, and then hold it up and walk in. Walk in, walk in, walk in. And this is going to be your handstand warm-up. So just hold it, hold it, hold it. If you feel any pressure in the wrist, it might mean that you're not ready to do your beach handstand today, but if you're all right, then you can come down, knees in between the chest, and all the way down. Okay, now you have the sandy palms. Sandy palms is a really easy solution. You can just get that sand right off. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and step back. I hope you can still hear me, so that then you can see the full handstand shape. There are a couple of different shapes that I'll go over today, but they have the same basic principles. See if you can watch me dig my fingers into the ground or into the sand to really make that kind of platform that I was talking about here, okay? So here we go. Sand is everywhere, like I said, so you don't want to fight it. You want to accept it. Alright guys, I moved back. I hope you can still hear me from over there. I'm here with my iPhone. Alright, I'm going to put my hair up. Now we're going to go through that whole movement again. Okay, now, hands onto the ground. Make sure your bathing suit top stays on. And then, I'm digging it in. Alright, grabbing some sand, digging it in, making that platform. And then, testing it out. Alright, give a little test. A little test. It's really about the hands. Otherwise, it's the same handstand. And then I'm going to give myself 3 tries. Okay, so here we go. And that's 1, 2, and 3. And a big push up with the shoulders. Hold it. Shake it out. Alright, now I'm going to try it again. Okay. I like to reuse the same hand grip so they kind of get better and better. First handstand is always just a trial. After that, it gets better and better. But you got to switch the legs. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you can have to do it more than 3. Shake it out. Another really good handstand to work on the beach is the handstand splits. Make sure you press up with the shoulders. And you move the shoulders over the palms. And then instead of reaching the leg up, you're going to reach the leg all the way over. Okay? So all the way over. Shoulders over the palms and inhale all the way over. All the way over. Always recommend you do both sides. Check out the sand. Alright, check out the sand, except that it's everywhere. And usually you should let yourself go for a swim right after. That's always kind of the best thing to do. So, okay, remember the key to beach handstand is digging your fingers into the sand and making that grip, making that platform that gets your hands really sandy. Second thing is forgive yourself, fall, kick up, let it take however many times it takes. And remember, you're at the beach. Just have fun. If you're trying handstands at the beach, you might get a beautiful picture. You might just have a good time, but no stress. Never be mad at yourself. Just enjoy your day at the beach. And if you don't feel like trying some handstands, just enjoy the sun, chill out, smile, rest, all is good. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me. I am going to go jump in the ocean now. Namaste.